Now, I decided to have a little fun. I wanted to start off believing in somebody. As I went off about a month ago about this guy, our good friend Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry, who, lost in that battle royal right away. And, it's just kind of getting beat up on TNA. And now he's in the main event at Slammiversary and main eventing NXT. And everything is looking up for our boy Joe Hendry. Now I'm curious to see what they're actually going to do with the guy. So, Matt, I'll start off with you. What is the ceiling for Joe Hendry at this point?
Well, I mean, the ceiling is all depending on what company he's in. I mean, depending on how long his contract is with TNA, obviously the ceiling is TNA World Champion, which I think they should just go ahead and pull the trigger at Slammiversary because you'd already know my opinions on the system. It's not working. The system is broken. It's not enjoyable programming for TNA, and they need to pivot their programming as soon as humanly possible. And if they can start that at Slammiversary by getting the world title off Moose and maybe the tag titles off Myers and Edwards, like I think that's just the best direction that company could go right now.
Coach, what do you think about Joe Hendry? How far should they take this? Or, or are we talking of maybe it's a little bit of extra self promotion and a little bit of a flash in the pan? I disagree with that, but is that a possibility? Are we all getting too excited about Joe Hendry?
I'm a fan. I'm a fan first. I mean, I love Joe Hendry. The song, it's cool. It's catchy. I don't know how long it'll last, but like Matt was saying, jump on that rocket ship and go, and then make the Hardys the tag champs. Why not? I think that would be a good spin at Slammiversary.
So you guys are both ready to just blow this thing up at Slammiversary, huh?
Yeah, for sure. Put championships on your stars. If you want people to tune into your weekly show, if you want people to buy TNA Plus for the millions of people who don't get access TV and can't watch your show on cable, yes, put championships on people that the fans care about. And I'm not trying to be mean to the system. They're all very good wrestlers, but the gimmick's not working. They're not over. I would argue that some people would say that they have some go away heat on them. Just do something to make people care. Because the biggest all the eyeballs are on TNA right now because of their connection with NXT. So you need to make that count. And I feel like on their last little pay-per-view that they had on TNA Plus, I can't even remember what it was called. I think it was No Surrender. Like they dropped the ball. It was not a good show. Beyond Jeff Hardy returning at the end of it, I was like, man, I wish I didn't even watch this. So they need to hit a grand slam at Slammiversary, and they need to steer the ship properly headed into Bound for Glory. These next few months are going to be extremely important for TNA, and I hope they don't fumble the opportunity that's been handed to them. That's been handed to them right now.
Yeah,
And for
so
Matt Hardy and them, that they're not working on a contract. You
Yes,
know,
exactly. And they're still
so
if you look at their advertising for November's event that's going to be hosted at WrestleCade, they're advertising the Hardys. But tomorrow, Triple H could call and be like, "Hey guys, you want to come back and have another run?" And they're gone. They're working on a per date basis. You better keep Matt and Jeff as happy as humanly possible, or they could just up and leave like Stephanie Valcourt up and left CMLL last week. So, and she was under contract. So
yeah,
that's even
yeah.
worse. So the TNA needs to do right by their stars right now in order to keep their stars. Do right by Joe Hendry so Joe Hendry second guesses immediately signing a WWE contract when his current one expires. Continue to do right by Jordan Grace because when her deal's up in January, I don't see a scenario that she's not straight over to WWE. You can't afford to lose these talents right now. Josh Alexander's as good as gone. They did that shady tactic of extending his deal when he asked them not to. If I'm Josh Alexander, my mind's already made up. I'm out the door when my deal's up. Like, you're about to lose a lot of great talent over the next year. Don't make it worse than it already is.